America's enemies are preparing for World War III. This is evidenced by the constant provocations from Russia, threats to America's security, and open espionage from China. It's gotten to the point that many U.S. residents are claiming to have witnessed unidentified flying objects of various shapes in the sky. Among them, one particular case in Canada stands out. That's when the military spotted and destroyed a spherical, unidentified flying object circling near Lake Huron. Or in Missouri, where more than 36 eyewitnesses observed an enormous spinning top in the sky above the city of Brookfield. It's worth noting that just 4 miles from the sighting is Whiteman Air Force Base. Coincidence? Maybe. But the most striking case happened in the state of Nevada. Military scouts discovered an unknown triangular object hovering in the air over Highway 95 near the legendary Area 51.
We actually see a triangular-shaped UFO, like something that would be right out of an alien movie.
So what was it? A UFO or top-secret technology? Or perhaps China's using new drones to keep an eye on the Pentagon? Any of the theories could be true, because the U.S. government has already accused China of espionage by disguising their drones as weather balloons. China, of course, denies any wrongdoing. Sure, the object was quite similar to a weather probe, but nothing would prevent a government from hanging some spy equipment on it. In addition, another down balloon was recently fished out of the ocean that showed signs of Russian technology. Some military experts are already considering the possibility that certain adversaries are conspiring against the United States and that Russia is among them. Submarine blackmail and threats to America's security were just the beginning. Now the Russian Federation is actively gathering intelligence about its opponent. As proof of this, yesterday a Russian spy drone invaded the airspace over Moldova, and it was spotted very close to the U.S. Embassy. So Russian drones may just be those same unidentified objects that eyewitnesses saw. However, many experts are of the opinion that the footage of the huge flying saucer may very well have been the technology of an American drone that China dishonestly copied. The MQ-9 Reaper is the United States' primary strike drone. As the name suggests, this beautiful machine was purposefully created to mow down the enemy. And it's highly capable of doing so thanks to its powerful arsenal of weapons. Among its impressive weaponry are AIM-9X anti-aircraft missiles. It's currently the only production drone in the world capable of fighting aircraft.
Basically, as crew chiefs, we take care of pretty much all aspects of the plane and make sure that it's ready to fly.
The MQ-9 sensors are just as amazing. A guidance station with 100 times zoom, a thermal imager, a laser channel, and a radar makes the Reaper an excellent scout, although it does still require communication as a drone, unlike a piloted aircraft.
Without communication, this plane doesn't fly.
The Chinese just couldn't pass up the opportunity to steal these technologies and ended up creating their own Kai-Hong 4. Just put America's MQ-9 Reaper and this drone side by side and it all becomes clear. The Kai-Hong copies both the drone's look and functionality. Both drones are high-altitude strikers designed for powerful ground attacks. Both can operate in adverse weather conditions and carry laser-guided bombs. At one point, the CH-4 differed by not having a radar, but the latest modification changed all that, and now both drones are literally twins. But like any copy, the Kai-Hong loses to Reaper on one point. It's not capable of attacking aerial targets, which means it'd lose in a fair fight. If seen from afar and in the right position, one of these drones would indeed look similar to the object that was witnessed over Brookfield, but we cannot deny the possibility that it still might have been a UFO.
Many of them are explained as being drones, birds, or weather events.
After all, there are plenty of other strange videos out there. For example, that same triangle in the sky is definitely an alien spaceship. Or is it? In 2013, the U.S. Air Force launched a secret spy plane over the Pacific Ocean. It turned out that this previously unknown object had been conducting strategic reconnaissance against North Korea and China. A document related to this event was later discovered, but the page containing the name of the object had been blocked out with a black marker, as the government does with classified materials. Experts were able to determine that the vehicle's name consisted of 8 letters. At that time, there was only one aircraft in the United States that fit the description: the RQ-170 Sentinel. This was the plane that had sparked so many rumors and legends because it was developed at the same Area 51. Now, take a look at its shape. Quite a coincidence. But what do we know about this secret spy plane? Well, first of all, it's not just a plane, but a true technological breakthrough. While other countries were still using piloted reconnaissance aircraft, the Sentinel was already a real drone. With a wingspan of 40 feet, it could accelerate to a speed of 620 miles per hour and had a special stealth coating technology that had previously been tested on another aircraft that you'll learn about today. The purpose behind the most recent drone deployment was likely to gather information about North Korea's nuclear, missile, and space programs. In any case, the RQ-170 Sentinel may be the answer to the question of what eyewitnesses saw in the sky that day. It's amazing that the Chinese haven't stolen it yet. But they did manage to steal something else. Beijing was once able to purchase the wreckage of a secret F-117 stealth bomber that had been shot down in Serbia in 1999. And that was just the beginning. A little later, a New Jersey court sentenced electric engineer Steve Liu to almost 6 years in prison for spying for China. It was then that Beijing was able to get information about the latest American fighter. Based on the intelligence that they gathered, they managed to create the Shenyang J-31, a complete copy of the F-35 Lightning II. Not only do they look the same, but even their layout and characteristics are the same. The J-35 is a fifth-generation fighter aircraft that, according to Chinese data, is capable of speeds of 1,400 miles per hour, has a combat range of 775 miles with its internal fuel tanks, and is also equipped with an active phased array radar. Its demonstration flight was more than successful, with the Chinese even boldly declaring that their stealth fighter could compete with the American F-35. But American pilots strongly doubt these claims.
It's the best flying aircraft I've had the opportunity to fly.
Can the Shenyang J-31 live up to its creator's claims that it's indeed a fifth-generation fighter? To help answer that question, let's talk about its power plant. Earlier, it was reported that China's fighter would house a Russian RD-93 engine, the same one featured in the MiG-29 aircraft. This is not a fifth-generation engine. It can't even achieve supersonic flight in non-afterburning mode, which is exactly what the American aircraft can do. Therefore, to say that the J-31 could compete with the F-35 in terms of flight range is highly debatable. It also loses when it comes to speed. 1,400 miles per hour versus 1,600 is quite a significant difference. In short, the F-35 is both faster and more economical than the Chinese knockoff. What about its other features? Oddly enough, the two planes are equal in terms of armament, homing missiles, anti-tank guided bombs, and cluster munitions.
The primary armament is in weapons bays underneath the airplane, where we carry 6 medium-range radar-guided missiles.
The Shenyang J-31 is said to have been developed using stealth technology, a claim that experts seriously doubt. How were these indicators measured, and by whom? How well does Chinese reflective plating work? Does it even exist? There aren't many sites in the world where performance can be verified with the required accuracy and reliability, and of course, China hasn't done any international verification. Nevertheless, the plane still turned out to be quite good. While it's no flagship, it could still help in the battle against an alien invasion. After all, we still don't know exactly what kind of threat we're facing: World War III or a UFO. I invite you to answer this question in the comments. Our video's come to an end. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up and click that bell so we can keep making cool content for you. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon.